Go.
Streaming from South Africa to the world. This is the Stonks Go Moon podcast. What just happened? We break it down so you don't have to.
Welcome everyone to the Stonks Go Moon podcast. My guest today, Cristian Mogodici, founder of Zaya AI. Welcome to the pod.
Hello, Rocco. Thank you for inviting me to this pod, and I'm happy to respond to all your questions.
Awesome.
Happy to talk about AI.
Yeah, let's talk about AI and healthcare. I've got two young boys. One is 6, the other one is 3. And we've got a family full of doctors, right? So on my extended family side, we have neurosurgeons. And we've got, on my side, we've got gynecologists. Which doesn't help me. We've got general surgeons. We've got radiologists. What we don't have is we don't have a pediatrician. I'm like, why couldn't one be a pediatrician? And we don't have anyone in pathology. And as someone who's got little children, and I'm sure other people will testify as well, pathology is unbelievably expensive. It's one of the most expensive things that you can have with children, because you take a child to the doctor and they say, oh, he's sick. And like, yeah, oh, obviously that's why I'm here. And now we're going to run some tests, and it's like always 9 out of 10. Oh, sorry, it's viral. There's nothing we can do. And it's like, and then the pathology account comes and it's just like, whoop, and your money goes out of your bank account. Right. But that's why I wanted to talk to you. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you because you guys at Zaya are basically incorporating AI into pathology, and I want to find out more about what it is exactly that you guys do.
Indeed, the problem is that the world has a very high shortage of pathologists, Rocco. So they calculated that we need
Why?
Tough question.
Okay.
Many reasons. First of all, it is very hard to become a pathologist. You need at least 10 years of education in medical university, then 5 years or 6 years in university, then 5 years of residency. So you have to be supported by your family for 10 years. And after these 10 years, you are just a beginner in the pathology, because it is so hard that you have to start. You are a junior after 10 years of training. So it is a very complicated specialization of medicine. It is hard. It is complex, and now the fashion is to be a surgeon, or I don't know, to make faces to look great and so
plastic surgery. Yes, I've already told my oldest, you will become a plastic surgeon. You will.
Yeah, that's why. Maybe that's why. And less and less youngsters are going to specialize in pathology, and with this demographic problem that developed world is going through, I believe the number of pathologists in next 10 and 20 years will be lower than today. So the problem will be deeper.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so that's where you saw a gap, basically.
I see a gap, and it is obvious for all the pathology and the entire pathology industry. I observed that in the last 4 years, the topic of AI in anatomic pathology diagnosis is becoming mainstream in pathology congresses. We went to London in Digital Pathology Congress, to European Pathology Congress as well. Everybody is talking today what are the possibilities to not to replace, because it's impossible today, but to give pathologists the tools to handle the problem, to be able to diagnose as fast as possible the patients. Why?
Mm.
Because imagine that there is a patient with late stage tumor, and they have to wait between 4 and 6 weeks to receive a pathology report. That is too much. They do not have 1 day at least.
Yeah.
So they have to start the treatment with the oncologist as soon as possible, and the treatment is based on pathology report. So everything is linked. Pathology is the golden standard of medical diagnosis, is the most accurate one. Everything else, radiomics, X-rays, MRIs, CTs are just screening steps. Here is the place and the moment when a patient is receiving the final and most accurate diagnosis. And this is very important for everything that is cancer, autoimmune diseases, and even infectious diseases.
So, without going into a very high level technical explanation, how does AI assist pathologists? How does it make that process quicker?
It's about an image of the tissue.
Okay.
Today, pathology labs are working like in 20th century. They are using microscopes to look to a slide where previously were fixed biopsy, part of a tissue that are coming from surgery or from a medical procedure. They are looking to the microscope and they are able to interpret there the modification in cell and to recognize what is the good cell and what is tumoral cell. So that being said,
I was looking on my phone because I took a screenshot. It says 28th of July, and it's from Science News Twitter handle. It says artificial intelligence detects breast cancer 5 years before it develops. And I mean, we'll
yes,
put it.
I know the case.
Yes.
I know the case indeed.
Yes, I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, everything that is image now can be processed by computer vision AI algorithms. Practically, what we are doing, we are digitalizing the medical data, the slides with samples of biopsies, different diseases. We have a large database of 500,000 of different cases, different, and we are digitalizing this. And based on these images, we train different algorithms to be able to recognize patterns, to be able to help pathologists to identify small changes and tumors inside that image of the biopsy easier, faster, and more accurately. And I can give you an example. We have a bladder cancer AI model. We published the results for the first clinical test, and we discovered that our AI model for bladder cancer performed better than human pathologists in identifying tumoral cells inside blood vessels. This is a very important piece of information because that means that patient has his stage of metastasis because the tumor is going through the circulatory system.
Okay. Amazing.
So this kind of information our AI models are able to provide to pathologists. So there is this question: do we replace them? No.
Yeah.
Today it's not possible to replace a doctor in general and a pathologist in special. From legally point of view, from whatever, there is long way till that day. However, we provide them with tools that helps them to increase the accuracy of the diagnosis, because everything today is very important in terms of the accuracy, because this determines the very specific type of treatment.
So I see there's a big shift now because we were so focused on large language models in AI. So there's a shift to those smaller, more niche, agile data sets. Is that basically what you guys are focusing on?
Exactly, indeed, you are right.
Yeah.
We are able to develop specialized AI models that are doing very specific tasks. That means when you look to a broad range of diseases, you realize that in order to perform a diagnosis on that kind of cases,
Yeah.
there are different problems that you have to solve with different kind of solutions. So for each disease, similar to pharma industry that has to develop a molecule that targets specific type of problem. Yeah, the same to us. We have, instead of drug, we are developing an AI model that is targeting a specific problem, a specific disease. Yeah. So in the end, to be able to replace a human pathologist, we have to build, I don't know, thousands of AI models that are specialized and that are working like small engines, yeah, that are able to be accessed when they are needed.
But
This is the future.
yes, I was about to say, playing devil's advocate, if we should in the next couple of years reach AGI, which is sort of like, I mean, people are talking, will it happen, won't it happen? But it's just like this average artificial intelligence, or the average human being. Then we could basically build out those models, or AI could build out those models itself, right? In theory.
In theory, yes, but I want to point out something that is very important. Everything about AI, and let's say 80% of the capability of every kind of AI model or algorithm or network is based on data. So any kind of future AI model that is like very capable to perform, to create by itself new AI models, it has to be it has to have data. And I want to precise that how this is the let's say the most important things in our industry in AI pathology.
Yeah.
We have data like in raw data. So we have images of different kind of biopsies. Okay, good. But in order to be able to train a network to become capable to identify their very specific, I don't know, areas of interest, you have two methods. Supervised learning that we are doing. That means with smaller data sets, you annotate every pixel in that image and put metadata on the image. Like imagine that Tesla is annotating all the trucks on the roads in order to train a model to recognize the trucks. So they can put childs of 10 years old to take the image and identify in the image trucks, and that's all. Imagine that we are doing the same, but with pathologists for very specific type of cells. Only a pathologist is able to recognize it and is trained to do it. Yeah. So this data, it does not exist. We create the data.
Yeah.
And this is the most important piece of our work and the core of our AI models. Yeah, because we are able to create metadata from raw data and to give to an AI model this data, to feed this data to train, and this is supervised learning. So we are supervising the way the AI model is learning. Another path to do this is unsupervised. That means you do not annotate anything, but just give the AI model millions and billions of images. Well, in theory, this is possible. In practice, nobody has millions of images. There are diseases, for example, that in the world there are, I don't know, only 100,000 people that has that kind of disease. So you do not have enough data. So the solution is supervised learning, the one that we are applying.
Yeah. Interesting. That's absolutely fascinating. I read somewhere you guys are partnering with Spore Network to incorporate blockchain. What's that about?
With Spores Network, this is one of our 5 launch pads that we are partnering with. Besides Spores Network, we have DAO Maker, Wolperks, Engine Starter, and Comunitas, as well as Spores. For our public listing that will be in the end of September.
Okay, close.
We have this token that is the fuel of our ecosystem, because we want to integrate blockchain technologies to secure medical data.
Yes,
this is the most important piece that we are because we do this to incorporate blockchain in our technology.
Okay.
So we link both technologies, AI and blockchain. So every time our AI models are processing a case, we generate a transaction in blockchain, and a part of the revenues that we take from the clients for that type of processing, we allocate to buy from the market our token. So we create demand. The more our AI models are processing, the more demand for our token, and we create a loop.
Interesting, fascinating, and I can't wait to watch the development and what you guys are doing. Do you think it will make a pathology, because this is maybe an unfair question, but do you think it will make pathology cheaper going forward, or is it more just a premium? Will it maybe make pathology more expensive because it's better?
In the future, it should be we should see an increasing in efficiency of pathology labs and pathology works. Why? Because the more pathologists are using this kind of AI tools, the more patients they will be able to diagnose per day. Yeah. So you should reach a point where the price for using this kind of AI tools will become cheaper than not use it. Yeah. Today we are just in the beginning of all this let's say endeavor. I'm saying that we, together with our competitors that are not so many, we are just like pioneers. We are cutting the jungle with the masitas. This is what I feel today. But I am sure that in 5 years from now on, AI in pathology diagnosis will become mainstream. This is the part. Otherwise, we will not be able to provide pathology diagnosis to an increasing need.
I can see where you're going. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If the listeners want to connect with you on Zaya AI, where can they do that?
Thank you so much for your invitation. I really wait to meet you again in the future.
Yeah, we'll link all the your socials in the comments. I think your Twitter is the biggest for Zaya. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, we'll link everything in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. And to our listeners, peace, love, and prosperity. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.